J. Walter Thompson. J. Walter Thompson JWT was an advertisement holding company incorporated in 1896 by American advertising pioneer James Walter Thompson. The company was acquired in 1987 by multinational holding company WPP plc, and in November 2018, WPP merged J. Walter Thompson with fellow agency Wunderman to form Wunderman Thompson. History. Free James Walter Thompson. J. Walter Thompson traces its origins to the Carlton and Smith Agency, which opened its doors in 1864, one of the first known advertising agencies in the United States. Founder William James Carlton started selling advertising space in religious magazines, but almost nothing is known about the partner named Smith. The New York Times wrote that the agency traces its roots to a newspaper space brokerage that began operation on Dec. 5, 1864. 1868–1969. In 1868, Carlton hired James Walter Thompson as a bookkeeper. Eventually, Thompson found that soliciting and sales were much more profitable, and he became a very effective salesman for the small company. In 1877, Thompson purchased the business of his employer for $500 and, a year later, purchased the office furniture for $800. He changed the company designation to J. Walter Thompson, as he felt that James Thompson was too common a name in New York. One of his first clients was a personal friend, Robert Wood Johnson, one of the three brothers who founded Johnson & Johnson, for whom Thompson personally wrote advertising for the toothpaste brand Zoneways. Thompson, who had served as a U.S. Marine during the Civil War, had first been employed by Carlton and Smith to sell space in religious publications. Under his leadership, the agency became the seller of advertising space in many American magazines and periodicals. By 1889, 80% of the advertising in the United States was placed through J. Walter Thompson. In 1896, the company incorporated. More growth followed, and J. Walter Thompson became the first American agency to expand internationally. The business subsequently expanded across the globe, being one of the first American agencies in Egypt, South Africa, and Asia. In a special 1964 commemorative issue celebrating the agency's centennial, Advertising Age wrote that the history and expansion overseas of the J. Walter Thompson Company seems peculiarly to match the whole history of modern advertising. 1969–2018. In 1969, J. Walter Thompson became a public corporation. In the mid-1970s, J. Walter Thompson was hired by the military dictatorship of Chile, led by Augusto Pinochet, to refurbish the image of the regime after international and Chilean human rights organizations had documented extensive violations. In 1980, the company was organized into a holding company, JWT Group, consisting of J. Walter Thompson Company, Hill and Knowlton, and Lord Jeller Federico and Einstein. In 1987, British media giant WPP acquired JWT Group. In 2005, the company renamed itself as JWT. As of 2014, its most long-standing clients included Unilever/Lever Brothers 109+ years, Mandela's International/Kraft Foods 89+ years, Kimberly-Clark 84+ years, Nestle 81+ years, Kellogg's. Other notable clients include Avon, Treasury Wine Estates, Edgewell/Schick, Tudor, HSBC, Johnson & Johnson, Newell Air Canada, and the United States Marine Corps. JWT celebrated its 150th anniversary in 2014 by reverting to its classic J. Walter Thompson name. In 2015, JWT launched Colloquial, a content marketing joint venture unit, with Group SJR. Also in 2015, the company acquired a minority stake in Turkish independent digital agency Wanda Digital. In 2016, the company acquired iStrategy Labs ISL, a Washington, D.C.-based digital agency. Merger with Wonderman. J. Walter Thompson Company ceased its independent existence when holding company owner WPP announced in November 2018 that it was merging the agency into the digital agency Wondermen. While called a merger of equals, observers note that it is really a takeover by Wondermen and an end to JWT, noting of the end of America's first ad agency, that its demise is a metaphor of the demise of Madison Avenue. At the time, the company was headquartered in New York City and had more than 200 offices in over 90 countries and employed over 12. Legacy. J. Walter Thompson was among the first agencies to employ writers and artists to create interesting advertisements for their clients, replacing the standard ads created by in-house departments. It was also the first agency to provide a wide range of advertising services to clients, including copy layout, package design, trademark development, and rudimentary market research. Many of these methods can be seen in notable work that the agency has produced, including work for Kraft Cheese that resulted in the creation of the grilled cheese sandwich, a campaign for Swift and Company that added measurement marks to sticks of butter, the Toys R Us kid slogan and jingle, De Beers Diamond as a Diamond is Forever, and the I Wish I Were an Oscar Mayer Wiener campaign. The agency is also credited with hiring the first female copywriter, Helen Lansdowne Resor. While with the agency, she pioneered ideas including celebrity testimonials, sex appeal, and was responsible for developing its reputation as an agency where bright young women could succeed. Lansdowne went on to become the first female creative director in the industry. To honor this legacy, in 2014, J. Walter Thompson announced a $250,000 scholarship opportunity called the Helen Lansdowne Resor Scholarship. It assists and promotes talented female creative advertising students who aspire to join the ranks of creative leadership. The New York Times reported that some 2 million other documents are within the J. Walter Thompson archives at Duke University in Durham, NC. Among these are internal position papers for JWT being challenged by and countering the American Medical Association. Many of these documents are the basis of the agency's award-winning creative work. Criticism. In June 2018, then CEO Gustavo Martinez officially parted ways with J. Walter Thompson JWT and parent company WPP 2 months after settling a sexual harassment case brought by a female colleague. In May 2018, Joe Wallace, a creative director at the London branch, who identifies as a gay woman, stated at a Creative Equals conference that she would obliterate JWT reputation as an agency full of white, English privileged, straight men. 5 straight, white men queried this statement with the company's Human Resources Department and were later fired. In July 2021, an employment tribunal decided that the men were unfairly dismissed, unlawfully victimized, discriminated against for being male and harassed. Clients. Other significant clients have included distinctive ads,